shall be open.
Success! We did it. And that immediately boosted us to level 3. So we can get the Eye of Kunaros, which is plus 10% missile damage. Oh! It's a buff. AoE. So you can basically be like a leader. Interesting.
Master of the Wild Hunt.
Right, let's go. And technology is nearly done. We are not currently building anything, but nor can we. And then we need more stuff for the next level. You've already attacked, right? Yes, you have. Good. That damsel's just like, he's not passing through our territory anymore, so I can't legitimately attack them. But, ooh, speaking of legitimately doing stuff, I should name you. Which names shows? No. We'll go with the Twitch people. Well, we'll just mix it up. We'll start with Twitch. So this can be... Oops. HWP Neon. I'll just call you Neon. Neon the Elf.
Defender of Atholong.
And you can go ahead and attack it again.
Opening the gates.
Success! So can I actually see how much damage I'm doing to their units? No. Follower gained, plus 8% range, plus 20% reinforcement range. Is that something you can use? It is. Oh, that's a personal range though, isn't it? Do you even shoot? You do. Cool. And also, skills. What skills do you have? Campaign movement, post-battle loot, untainted, enemy. Those are all pretty standard. Call of the Woods, melee attack, augments, that's an AoE. Charge bonus for your army, armor for the army. That's just straight up armor for everyone. Interesting. Melee defense and melee attack for the entire army. Weapon strength for the entire army. Melee attack, then the Eye of Kunaros. Are these mutually exclusive? Don't think so. Missile damage. Reload time reduction. Missile damage. Ammunition. Speed. I have a feeling that this is going to be a general. He's not going to be a frontline fighter. Although he does have the Hounds of Orion, which is a vortex. So he's a spell-casting archer. Hawk's Talon, bombardment. Reload time reduction. Oh, this is just for you, though. Yeah, we're training up the military stuff. He shoots armor-piercing javelin. Ah. How much ammo does he have then? 12 shots.
All hail Colonels.
Oh. That was from last time. Endless Hunters, reload time reduction 15% during forest battle for the hero's army. Nice. I think I'm going to go specialist though.
Lord of the Forest.
I mean, honestly, you may as well sprint until you reach there. And we have a new technology, so we can go for Elenil, Lord of Destruction. Recruitment cost for Dryads, charge bonus for Dryads. Of all the maker, income from all buildings. I'm going to take the money and run. Hey, Sangria.
You may speak your honeyed words, but
What's
I
up,
will see
Jorothu?
the lie concealed within.
You want a defensive alliance. I will accept that. Absolutely. Oh, here comes a Paragon army. Uh-oh. That's a lot of horsemen. I may have waited a bit too long. But I do have money and I have cash saved up and income, so I could recruit more. You forgot his skill on the top of Orion's skill besides special items. I'll take a look in a minute. The Great Council, the Lords and Ladies of Athel Loren, gather every so often to discuss and determine the future of the Azrai. Their word, once the debate is concluded, is proclaimed throughout the forest and enacted immediately. At this moment, they have decided that more funds are required if Athel Loren is to prosper. Cool, free money. I approve. Right, you were saying he has special skills. Oh, these ones. Plus 5% missile damage, all armies worldwide. Oh boy.
You dishonor me.
Lord of the Azrai!
Do you take me for a churl?
You have no knights in this army. These guys, I know from experience, are terribly bad. Though the AI can probably use them fairly well. Especially against my archer heavy army.
I will not blight my soul.
And they are very quick.
Orion!
I mean, the Wild Riders will need to chase off their cavalry. I do have several spearmen units, though.
I am a lord of Bretonia.
They have pole arms already? Damn.
Guardian of the deep wood.
Well, actually, there is one thing I can do. Hit that.
Setting traps.
That helps.
I must keep my holy vow. No!
Ah, screw it.
Thirst for the hunt.
Oh, what are the special abilities? Ambush. Hidden till discovered or battle initiated. Campaign movement disabled. Stance raiding. Encamped or world routes. Makes you immune to attrition. Just normal stance. Leroy!
I fear no one.
50-50, really? Alright, let's do this. Should try an ambush. You can't attack if you're ambushing. Unless you're Skaven, apparently. A little bit of forest. Not a huge amount, though. Some high ground up there. Very low ground over here. I'm trying to think if I could spring an attack on them. I think I'm just going to take the high ground. High ground and shoot at them. That seems like a legit tactic. So we'll have the archers there. Oh, such range. Mental. Right, let's just take a quick look at what the differences are. You're a master ambusher. With slightly more range. More leadership, more speed. Worse in close combat, though. And then Way Watchers have even more range. More damage. Man, Way Watchers are ridiculous. I like them. I like them already. So then you two... Oh, wait, you're Vanguard. Let's hide you in the woods. Oh, there aren't many Way Watchers. There's only 60 versus 80 deep woods. Gotcha. Then we'll have our spearmen like this. And then one spearman in reserve. Probably actually want them long units.
Guard! Children of Athel Loren!
Go 4 deep.
Eternal Guard!
And you can stay up here. Hawk's Talon is a bombardment. And then the Vortex. And then I also have my Wild Riders, who I kind of want to use. We'll use them fairly offensively. And likewise with the Hawk Riders. I'll leave those here for the moment, though.
Wild Riders!
Oh, we start in range. I did not actually mean that, because we're just going to get charged. Shit! Hopefully we can escape. Hopefully.
Cavalry! It shall be.
Weapons loose! Chivalry is no true shield!
I think we're going to lose just because of that. I was not expecting them to shoot straight away.
Riders, advance!
Ah! Right. I need to sacrifice those guys. Way Watchers, you back off. See if I can save you that way.
Defenders of Athelnor!
Oh!
Loose!
They're doing this stupid cavalry thing and backing off. Alright, cool.
Deepwood cavalry! Riders, forward! Hunters! Shoot!
Fire! Pull back!
Flatten them! For Athelnor! Your orders!
Off we go. Also, I think that these guys need to move. So let's grab you and shift you over to about there. Run. Go.
Armed and ready!
Way Watchers!
Right, you. Do not skirmish.
Stand your ground!
Shoot them.
Children of Athelnor!
Who's the one that can shoot while running?
Deepwood archers!
Neither of you.
Ever ready!
Okay.
Understood!
Way Watchers!
Come on, shoot them.
Our bows are yours! Riders ready! With haste! Quickly!
Meanwhile, up here, we're being attacked, but that's fine.
Eternal Guard!
Let's get you guys facing correct ways. Move. And let's actually move you slightly across.
Armed and ready!
Where's my cavalry?
Bowman ready!
Okay, I dislike the fact that you guys are not shooting. Can you please shoot them? This is your job. You have one of them. You. Back off again. They're running. Good. Archers, shoot at them.
King in the woods!
Eternal Guard! Eternal Guard!
Orion! For the blades!
Blade Guard! Ever ready!
And once again, you are not shooting. Shoot into them, please.
Way Watchers!
Your command! Fire! Hungry for battle! Strength of Kronos!
Ready to fire! Hold position!
I'm actually kicking their ass at the moment. This is awesome.
Release!
Son of Kronos! I will!
Blade Guard!
Let's move you over there.
At pace!
Right, you. What are you doing? Nothing useful. You're still fighting them. You're still shooting into them. Let's pull the flyers back a bit.
Infantry.
You are again not shooting. You are worse than skirmishers in Ultimate General right now.
Sirs, glory to the eternal realms! Awaiting order!
Meanwhile, over here. You lot. Oh, we hadn't finished killing their archers. Well, fiddlesticks. And again!
Targets!
Stop not shooting stuff. It's irritating.
For Athelnor!
Wow, our cavalry have just torn their cavalry apart. I shouldn't have just been running from them. Jeez. Okay, those cavalry are apparently pretty good. Ignore them. Head over here. Let's see if we can rescue some of these guys. Alright, start pulling back, start pulling back, start pulling back. Archers. Archers are shooting, which is excellent. You are ready for another shooter. Hit that.
Aim! Fire!
Deepward archers! Way watchers!
Where are my flyers?
Armed and ready!
I'm going to need you over here, actually. I've decided.
Our bows are yours!
So annoying they went after my good archers like straight away. Alright, we're kicking their asses. Good. Shoot at them.
Wild riders!
Blade guard! Aye!
Move out then.
Orion!
Oh, we have another vortex. I'm going to drop it here. I'm going to risk it.
Bowmen ready! Way watchers! Swiftly! Yes!
Wave Watchers are running. But here come the Wild Riders. And the vortex did its job. Magnificent.
With haste! Armed and ready! Death to all!
Let's shoot the archers, actually. They're the ones causing me the danger right now. Cavalry. Hitting them. Good.
Cavalry!
Let's back you off.
Swiftly!
You're still running. Where are you? There.
Your orders!
Not sure I can save you.
Wild riders! Blade guard!
Around here.
Withdraw!
Ah!
We grow restless! Hunters!
I can't believe I'm using a unit of cavalry as kind of my strongest thing right now. This feels wrong on so many levels.
Orders acknowledged!
Go, go, go.
Charge!
Hi. Now please melt away as your other guys did. That would be lovely.
Blade guard!
Oh, their armies have actually rallied. That's not what I was expecting! Where's Orion? Orion, go tank them.
Bowman ready!
For the horns of Kurnos, die!
Attack!
Oh, those are spearmen. No, 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 don't do that.
Hurry!
I have a better way of dealing with them.
Swift!
Alright, I think my archers got away. I think they did.
Eternal guard! Blade guard! Aim!
Ignore them, just ride past them. Oh, you can actually break them if you charge them.
Dauntless Azray! Blade guard!
Let's skirmish.
Blade guard! Armed and ready!
They move 30, we move 39. We should be able to skirmish you just fine. Hopefully we didn't lose anything. I'm not sure though. I'm absolutely not sure. I'm missing a commander. Yeah, I am. Do you want to jump in, Bussy? You're welcome to. Archers did an amazing job. My elite archers did feck all. The cavalry did pretty good. 147. You'd be surprised at the stupidity of the AI. Thunder unit will make sure it work of any wild. Oh yeah, for the dwarves. I'm torn between whether my favourite are the Dwarves or the Empire. For just my personal playstyle, probably the Dwarves. The Empire still relies a little bit on cavalry. Ooh, Orion got 230 kills. Oh, that was probably the bombardment and the vortex. I like his, like, skill range. That's not bad for a level 1. I just really hope that these two didn't die. They didn't die! We're all alive! Everyone's here. Marvellous! And we killed 1,700 with 700 men. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Seeding. Wood elves are nourishing the wild roots in this region. Also provides amber for the coffers. We can sack it, we can raise it. No, we want to seed it. Vol's Anvil Smith, plus 20 armor. For reduced campaign range? I'm not sure about that. Hunting Hound, chance of intercepting an army using the underway. Base paths of wild roots, plus 20%. Okay.
Guardian of the Deep.
Also, you leveled up. Go ahead and have another point in Assassinate.
I thirst for the hunt.
And Orion leveled. I am sorely tempted by that, but also we probably need that one more. Alright, so what can we actually build here? How does this work? We can choose one building. So we can either get the cattle pastures, unit experience for cavalry recruits for everyone, or the Waystone, which is casualty replenishment rate and also a garrison. World route pathway, recruitment cost reduction for local armies. Sacrificial grounds, plus 5 experience for all units in this place, plus 1 missile damage for all units everywhere. Or the foraging groves. I'm liking this. This is a cool system. As for cavalry, I don't really care about cavalry. Do you start with a garrison, dryads, and deepwood scouts? Okay. I'm thinking either the Waystone or the world route pathway. Probably the pathway. Well, you're not that far away from home. We're going to go with the Waystone. Let's fortify you. Also, these buildings are cheap. 100. Damn. Is this the first one? What do you mean? The first of this stream series? Yes. The first battle? Yes. The first time I've ever played the Wood Elves? Yes. Not going to use the resource. Nah. In fact, why is it cattle pastures? Oh, it is pastures. I thought that was medicine. I can always change it later. It's only 100. I just want to make sure that this place is fortified while it's a forward base. Plus, I kind of want the 25% replenishment, if I'm being entirely honest. Also, we can now global recruit people, though this is going to be rather more expensive. But we have just beaten the main Paragon army. So I am perfectly happy to sit here and replenish for a while. Who would have thought putting archers up front against the cav army? Well, I wasn't expecting them to immediately shoot the cavalry. I stuck them in the trees on the very edge of the map. It's just that they have such redonkulous range that they're just like, oh, we can shoot them, like, based in the UK. We're going to shoot them in Argentina. Sure, why not? Don't rate Hawk Riders, they just can't do enough bow damage to justify using them. Still, they're ranged flyers, which is quite nice. You don't often see ranged flyers. Because it means that they're completely impervious to melee attack damage. They didn't seem to do that badly against being shot either, seeing as the mounted yeomen were shooting at them. UK shooting Argentina, yeah, that might have had several connotations. Carried by elegantly hewn ships, our cousins have travelled from the distant lands of Orthwan to visit us. After so many long years, they finally deigned to visit their forest brethren. Is this a gracious visit or an omen of arrogance? Do you consider this a slight or a blessing? Will you give an audience with the Elven Council? Deny the audience or income from trade. I don't do any trade, so I don't really care about the trade income. Speaking of trade, do any of you guys want to do any of that trading stuff?
Tread carefully. Futile.
You need me? You have been granted access to the halls of Unthinkable.
Aww. In the meantime,
Guarding.
you provide training, so I could embed you with the army. No, I think I'm going to go and cause some problems for Paravon. That sounds like far more fun.
They shall be open.
I have
The forest
3
is
towns?
whispered.
Interesting. And you leveled up
Protect
again.
your
This is apparently a really good way of leveling up heroes. I can kind of see why the AI does it. I haven't even got any points in Assault Garrison yet. Can I stream some Kingdom Come? No, because I don't have the game. I'm going to wait until it's lower cost. And also, it still sounds a bit buggy, so I want to wait until they patch like the worst of that. Those buildings take 1 turn to build, and now look at the replenishment. It's just like, I'm going to be ready to go after Paravon proper in no time. I don't think they're even going to have time to raise a second army.